sleeve. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, niggas wanna take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. start on the ground with Elliott.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Again, 3 on the ground. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him.
Who TF is the Cowboys?
And go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Throwing, Prescott.
Jodo Matt.
And it's Noah Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the...
Let's not talk about our playbook, boy, it's ass then ad.
Catch good for 16 and a first.
Est die Bills.
Be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Prescott.
Face purple crying, face purple crying.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels.
Boy doing slants.
But a chance to exhale just a little bit.
WTF.
Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Do better than this.
Has confused ASF.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I think I've to him up.
Here's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the...
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down, Prescott. Incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Prescott now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyler Matakevich just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
He's just too damn high off that vape shot. Bro, WTF is his sorry ass even looking at?
Oh, they're staring at
WTF.
Town at second and a country mile.
Dude, look.
To throw is Prescott.
WTF.
He's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back.
Blue Oak.
It's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Cowboys on third down.
Knopf has definitely lost.
This will be third and forever. Now Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Face orange biting nails. Face orange biting nails.
To the 38-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up
WTF did I just see?
then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you just sit back.
Peasant THR Himalayas.
Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on second and 13. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
I wanna play W, y'all.
Nice play, even though it was complete.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, partner, that's how
Matt's brain ain't braining.
not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen.
Melting face. Can tell.
This is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 20-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Ain't braining rolling on the floor laughing. MRS Mendoza lot.
He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands.
Gritus asterisk.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
The Tyler Bass on.
Edge Maldonado. Ergin.
It's
Him.
up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be
I love Matt's mom. I sidekick A. Edge.
17-yard line.
Onside kick.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable.
WTF Matt. I love Matt's mom.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know
Her
how
weak playbook.
do you do it with a little bit of humor.
I love her.
Hey, didn't
WTF. I do.
or maybe you have to be stern with him
Same two plays.
to get the message. It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After the pick.
Big tits Matt's mom. Indeed.
The give is to Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Si, senor.
Prescott. And that will be
Mamacita.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go, 46, 46.
now Prescott on 4th down. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson.
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Dallas 1st down.
Mrs. Mendoza. Mommy. MILF.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside.
Mrs. Mendoza.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he can't.
Corey Chase. MILF.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks.
MILF.
This group has not played well at all
MILF.
here in the first half.
MILF.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends.
MILF.
2nd down and 17.
MILF. MILF.
Now Prescott.
MILF.
That one complete to Elliott.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go, 47. 47. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for
Coco.
the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them it's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was now with these quarterbacks who can move. Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver Brown.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And
Nigga sucks.
brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Davu. Mrs. Mendoza weary face.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Allen's throw here, taken in by Knox. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line.
Finna put a show on for y'all.
Protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Yes.
Dropped by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game.
Show this lil boy. Neutral face.
Don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return.
Jaja. Finna turn up 2nd half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
I already blocked him.
From the 10.
Trash FR.
Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. And
this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And
TF.
felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good.
TF.
And it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now in comes the field goal unit. And
You see that?
try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the
Matt's mom's pussy face with peeking eye.
They picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on
Face with rolling eyes, face with rolling eyes.
Take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering.
Rip the shit.
Keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he will be brought down here
Face with hand over mouth, face with hand over mouth.
at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Mr. Mendoza, astonished face, astonished face, astonished face, astonished face.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Okay, hand back, hand index pointing left.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Throwing, Prescott.
She say she coming, I asked her sorry, what was that, come again, melting face, weary face, rolling on the floor laughing. Mr. Mendoza, okay, hand back, hand index pointing left.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy.
Face blue, white eyes, face blue, white eyes.
Getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And no
THT was a bar, can't lie.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, kill.
Again to Elliott.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the
Old man, medium light skin tone, Mr. Mendoza.
Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Pregnant woman, medium skin tone, Mrs. Mendoza W. Me sign of the horns.
Team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On play action, Allen. And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up.
Horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive.
Pregnant woman, medium skin tone, pregnant woman, medium skin tone, Mrs. Mendoza and Sister Mendoza with me family, man, woman, girl. WTF, rolling on the floor laughing.
In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
A give up the middle to Singletary. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Allen taking it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before.
This nigga mad said FK it.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much.
Loudly crying face.
The width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand.
Let's go, baby.
Point they need.
That's my girl-o.
He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task.
We LP.
Much in terms of offensive creativity or
We got a game, folks.
not only does the defense force a turnover, but it to take it back for 6 points.
Extra point and good. Interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7.
My baby scored.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the
Weary face, hard hands, medium skin tone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
They'll give to Cook on the read option.
Mrs. Mendoza needs David's cock.
45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in.
Man, I hate niggas who run the ball.
And not in any rush offensively.
Y'all lucky.
Here's a run with Singletary.
David, can I pull up and play them?
For the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the line.
of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and goal from the 1. Allen now on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. Allen to throw. And he can't get it through. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. We've seen him escape some of those situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that's how they get him down.
Evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Bro, I love this game. Face holding back tears.
It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Good fucking shit, Matt. That's how you come back, dog. Face holding back tears, heart hands, medium skin tone, speaking head.
Here's Dak. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Dak. Finding Schultz. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Now the Bills will use...
Kill! 47! We're going to 54. Why
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
To throw, Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception.
Stop playing with me.
Of his caliber, pick now 5.
Ain't no comeback.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be run, kneel, and then handshake.
Melting face, melting face, melting face, melting face, melting face, melting face, melting face.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. To throw is Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Face with tears of joy, 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 face with tears of joy. Skull, 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 skull.
Sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
Fuck you for doubting me.
Neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
Wildcats.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know.